as I get off the road, I'ma come through and get to know you. Got me delirious. I keep thinking about you. Used to be a dream to me. Now that dream came true. Got me delirious. You got me delirious. I keep thinking about you. I took too long.
Yo. What it is?
Check.
Oh, what is that? Who's that?
You got a man.
What is going on here? We haven't had a female voice on this podcast in 45 episodes.
You need it.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Okay.
Welcome to the Specktators podcast. This is episode 46. I'm your host for today, Young Packy, here with a special guest.
Aww.
Give it up for Lil Glow.
I don't like that name. This is what I was talking about, of not being able to have my own sound effects to add to that.
Well, that's what happens when you're a first-time guest on the podcast.
Okay.
So for those of you that don't know,
adjust these. Okay.
For those of you that don't know, Gloria is my woman.
Partner.
Okay. Are you a man?
We just had this conversation. We'll save that for later. I just had this conversation at brunch with my friends.
But we were talking about getting her up on the podcast because Mo was going to take a couple weeks off for the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. And we talked about having Glow up here. I know she's had a little bit of interest in doing it as well. And, you know, I don't always give you guys the most personal stuff. I try to let you guys in a fair amount to my life and what's going on with me, but I don't think I could do it justice the way maybe someone this close to me could. And so it's cool to have her up here. Gonna let you guys get to know her and get to know us and some little things. We didn't do a ton of planning on this. We threw it out there, but we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it. But we decided to do it. So first of all, I guess, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
We're recording this a little early, so we're fake celebrating.
I'm not faking. This is actually champagne.
Well, that's true, but it's not the New Year.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
But we're gonna try to celebrate with you here. We opened it up to you guys to ask some questions.
Yeah.
And I think the most popular one is, how did you guys meet?
Yeah. That one's funny though.
So I'm gonna open it up to you, and I'm gonna let you tell the story of how we met, and I'll jump in
when you don't like the part of the story.
Yeah, because obviously it's gonna need some corrections.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Sure. So Patrick and I went to. Should I call you Packy? Because I don't do that.
Well, now everyone knows my real name.
All right, cool. So Patrick and I went to high school together, and we never spoke a single word to each other.
That's a fact.
Yeah. It's really weird if you think about it.
And we went to a really small high school too.
Very small. So super small high school, private school, whatever, local. And we were friends at some point, not maybe at the same time, but we were friends with some, the same people, but we never interacted, never had a conversation, somehow never had classes together, anything like that. And then, high school finishes and we have a mutual friend that we know. Let's go back to Patrick and I both moved back from California, and I don't think I knew that about you. You didn't know that about me.
Mm-mm.
I see you randomly at the bar, and
big surprise.
Okay. So do you want my real opinion? I try and dodge you. I try and dodge you because you're somebody from high school, not because of you who you are, but I just see someone from high school, and I try and turn around. You're like, Glow. And I was like, okay, I was like, hey, and you were pretty cool, whatever. We hang out at the bar. So, hang out, whatever. You're not, no. Whatever. We don't hang out anymore after that. You hate
are you talking about Halloween?
Yes.
That? Oh, okay.
Yes, at Taps.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. We're hanging out a little bit. You're actually not
this
that
is
bad.
what? This is not this last
2016.
Halloween. Not the one before, but the one before.
Which would make it 2016.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you for that. And yeah. So then Patrick hates this part, but then he would randomly slide in my DMs and be like, what are you up to? Blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, I don't know. What about you? Okay. All right. This is why I need Cool. So I'd be like, I don't know, what about you? Nothing would really ever come of it. But he was never super strong. Like he didn't come across strong. And then we had a mutual friend. Okay, we had a mutual friend, and he invited you when we were already hanging out.
Joe, shout out Joe.
Joe, yeah, thank you, Joe. Maybe on some days, on the good days, thank you. And I don't know, was it like May of 2017?
Yeah.
We actually
Spring, summer.
Yeah, I think we actually gave each other, like we were hanging out at the bar, whatever. We actually had conversation. We gave each other a chance and realized like
Basically, Joe, who was a mutual friend of ours, there was this little event that he asked Glow if she wanted to go to, hang out, and then he hit me up and he was like, you should come through. I'm just chilling. So I went, linked up with them, and Glow was there. And
that's why you went.
Yeah. And we kind of just hit it off then and started hanging out, like going and grabbing drinks together, blah, blah, getting to know each other, and the rest is history. But yeah, so the funny part of that is basically that we went to the same high school and didn't even know each other. Probably had a graduating class of like 120 people.
The funnier part of that is that like I heard you were doing music shortly after high school, and I just kind of like laughed it off in the nicest way possible. I was like, Patrick Duda that I know would not be a rapper.
I'm sure.
So I really didn't know you as an artist before we started dating, to be quite honest.
Well, that's the thing. In high school, I was a really good student, and I was into sports, and
I hated both of those things.
well, music wasn't like on the radar.
Right.
So it's like no surprise that it was I've heard that from a lot of my friends.
So weird though.
That it was like really weird to.
And you're good at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course, yeah.
But that leads into the next question.
Okay.
And something that a lot of you guys asked. What is it like dating a rapper? But it's not like you're dating a famous rapper where people are like, oh, you're dating him? Mm-hmm. And it's also not like you're dating a dorm room SoundCloud rapper anymore.
I think this answer
I used to be.
This question will answer itself.
But you tell people, hey, I date this guy, he's a rapper. They don't know who I am, but I'm also not a bum.
Right.
Yeah, even though Shad thought I was.
Shout out, Shad.
So what's it like? What are some of the experiences you have in that realm?
I think I might get some backlash on this because if I'm going to be really honest, it's a little tough because I work in the 9 to 5, obviously. I work for a bigger company and it's a different type of professional field, but like you're really good at what you do, obviously. And you and Matt together have built a really great company, and you're good at, like I told you, you're a great rapper, but trying to explain that to somebody and saying, oh, we're 20 somethings. And then, oh yeah. And I work in business. So basically like I work on the business side for small business owners, and to tell someone, yeah, and my boyfriend's a small business owner. And they're like, what does he do? And I go, he's in music. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, what instrument does he play? And I'm like,
damn.
Cool. No. And that's why I said, like, I might get some backlash for this. And it's not because I'm not proud of you and what you do, but I automatically assume people are going to judge you and be like, oh, he's a rapper. Can I get his mixtape at the local liquor store?
No, I've told you before, like when people ask me what I do, I've started going with recording artist because it just sounds
I'll use
like,
that.
Yeah, because as soon as you say rapper, then you automatically associate it with all these people. Like I grew up with, knowing a ton of rappers, around my hometown and stuff like that. And it's like, you do it for fun as a kid or as a hobby or whatever, and then people go into their other stuff.
And I like that you say that because yours clearly isn't a hobby, it's a career. And I feel like just calling you a rapper is doing an injustice to your career in that you make a living off of this. So maybe it's the fact that I'm very new to it, that I don't know exactly how to portray it to my peers or my bosses and things like that. And they're very supportive, they're interested, and I think that's a whole other topic of the fact that like my friends are new fans, and the exposure that it comes from dating you, the whole fan base that you might not be able to touch just by dating me, and these people taking an interest in you it's pretty cool.
It's just one of those things that I think always is going to have to come with an explanation.
Yeah.
Like from you, from me, if you care what the person thinks.
Yeah.
Like if not, it's just like whatever and move on. But
talking about my family.
Yeah. It always has to go with an explanation because it's like, I know for me, whenever people ask like, when did you know you made it, or what was your biggest milestone? And I always say, I don't think I have made it, but if I have that moment, or what was my biggest milestone where I recognized something was really happening with this, was when I was able to not work another job and do this. So I think as soon as you explain to people that it's like, no, he actually does this and he makes a living and he makes money doing this, then they're a little more open ears. Well, but until you get to that point, which sucks because it is like, and even trying to say, oh, I'm not that dorm room SoundCloud rapper, but I used to be. Like, everyone starts as that type of thing until you actually do something with it. But that's just part of the hurdles of the business.
But I also think that people start like that and they genuinely are trash. Sorry.
Well,
but
I know.
And you're not trash.
I
so
agree.
That's probably, aside from your work ethic and like how much time you put into it, but I think the quality of your music speaks for itself. Like,
you're right. So how was it?
Do the little sound thing. That was a good point.
What one?
I don't know. But yeah.
There we go.
It's not good when it's forced, huh? Okay.
How did it go with the family? As far as that goes.
That one's annoying because I feel like you and I thought about this and I could be totally speaking for myself, but I think we were kind of on the same page where we were very lighthearted about us dating. Like, we were just like very straying away from the label and we didn't put a seriousness on it, and we were just like, we're hanging out, we're kind of figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, neither one of us was pushing for a relationship.
Exactly. And so, and that was that whole I'm about to move to Grand Rapids thing and whatever, and like, moving from Lansing to Grand Rapids. And my mom's just like, who are you hanging out with so much? And I was like, oh, it's just a friend. And then, she pries because she's a parent. She's like, oh, no. And I tell her, I'm like, oh, it's this kid I went to high school with. He raps now. She's like, oh, Gloria's got a friend. Thanks, Mom.
She knows.
Yeah. And she tells my dad, yeah, Gloria's got a new friend and he's a rapper. And my dad's like, cool. My daughter's going to date a rapper.
Right.
That's promising.
Right.
To be honest.
No, I know.
And he was like ecstatic about it.
The messed up thing is, I mean, I guess it's not messed up, but it's weird, is that what you're saying
makes sense.
Is what I would hope to happen.
Yeah.
Because I would feel the same way. Like, if my sister, if my, future daughter, if my whatever came to me and was like, yeah, I'm dating a rapper, I'd be like, oh, word.
Yes.
Well, can't wait for that to end.
Yeah. My dad was like, this is promising. Oh, he's going to be great. Like, my daughter's going to carry this guy, basically.
Yeah.
And then.
Which isn't necessarily not true, but.
He only dates me for my benefits.
That's true.
For one day, he's going to benefit from them. Anyway, so.
Pun intended.
Yeah, no. But now it's funny to think about because just like a couple weeks ago, my dad was talking to you about like old school hip hop and like stuff he grew up on and stuff he listens to. And I think it's a genuine like bonding thing for him. Like, he's like, oh no, I listen to hip hop too. And now because he respects your craft, it's not just like my daughter's dating some loser guy who has no real job.
You have to prove to people that it's real.
Yeah.
Then when it's real, it's like, okay, I can go from
now
there.
He's like one of your biggest advocates.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh no, Patrick's song was featured in this, or so-and-so wants his music. He's like, well, he better get paid for that. Oh no, shit, Dad. He's thought about that. But I think it's cute because or cool because he's.
Well, but that's what I've even, like, I remember in the past even mentioning it to like my mom when I'd talk to her and stuff sometimes, like before you and I ever met and shit like that, is it's weird to think about finding a girl I would want to date who also is cool dating a rapper. Yeah. Like who wants to date a rapper.
But you also said you didn't want to date a fan.
Right, because it'd be.
And I truly wasn't. I did not hear a drop.
Well,
of
I know,
your
and that's why it worked. Like when we first got together, like you didn't know. You knew I did music. You knew I was the kid from high school that did music.
Yeah.
But you didn't like follow anything I was doing.
Nope.
And so you didn't go into it with any like prerequisite.
No.
If anything,
it was like
I had to overcome.
Yeah. It was like, actually prove to me you're good, because I grew up on like 90s true hip hop to me.
Right. But yeah, it's obviously cool to have, when you're a young artist or whatever, to have girls think that's cool and want to be around you and want to whatever, which is cool. But as far as actually thinking about dating one of them, it's like, that's actually whack.
Wait, you don't want to date a video groupie?
No, like that's.
That's not wifey material?
But that's the thing. It's like, it also doesn't mean like people that are into your music can't be people of substance. And
That's true.
But it's just a weird concept. Like,
no, I know, like it'd be weird because I think for you, and I'm only obviously like correct me if I'm wrong, but it could be the fact that like, does she actually really like me, or does she like the name that I've created for myself?
Which is also weird because I don't ever feel like I have like a name for myself.
But the fact that like,
I know what you mean.
Which brings me to a question that somebody asked, and it's like, do you ever get recognized in public? I don't. Other than the people that I know all over this town, but we have been out together looking like garbage, quite honestly.
Well, when do I ever not?
Okay, you look great today.
Sweatpants?
Yeah.
Hoodie?
Yeah, for sure.
That's all you need.
But like the last few months that we've gone out, at least once a month, we've been going out and like running an errand or we were doing Christmas shopping, stuff for my dad. Like somebody recognized you each time. And I don't know, man. I just get super stoked about that.
Except at Dick's Sporting Goods when you asked the guy a question.
Oh,
he was like, well, I don't really know, but I have a question.
Yeah, I was literally like, we were trying to get something for my brother for Christmas. And I was like, hey, I have a question. Like, is this on, what's the, Christmas sale? He's like, I don't really know, but I have a question for you. Are you packy? And I'm like, are you going to address my question here or no?
Yeah, he just brushed you to the side.
Yeah, yo, like, what is that about?
All right, so we kind of, when we decided we were going to do this podcast, which was basically today when we decided we were for sure going to do it.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out how we should go about it. And we basically determined like, we'll talk about stuff like the fans have been asking about, and we'll just kind of ask each other certain questions, and we'll end up getting into different topics and things like that. So I know you have a few questions for me too. I'll ask one more and then I'll throw it to you because I feel like I've been asking you questions to start this thing off.
Cool, I'm excited.
When did you know that you were dating potentially the best rapper of all time?
I'm still figuring that out. I don't know.
What?
Oh, just kidding.
Okay, never mind.
All right, cool.
Thought that was going to be more fun.
Oh, well, Cool.
All right, so you got any questions for me?
You are a great rapper, honey.
Another one.
I'm your biggest fan. That's the thing. Okay, enough. That's not fair when I don't have these. Stop. I hate you so much. This is our real life.
Damn, go to the bathroom.
Okay. If this is what you really...
All right, go ahead.
I quit.
Go ahead. I know you got some questions for me.
I don't. I have nothing now.
Oh, for
nothing
real?
of substance. Yeah, I do. Well, hold on. I want to see what your fans said to me.
All right, while you're thinking,
You have something really
just it's
funny
it kind of wraps up. It was one question.
Does it?
It kind of wraps up a little bit of like the whole backstory of us, meeting and dating a rapper, those things.
And you
like,
really just chased me
and I don't
until
want
I finally gave in.
Yeah, and I don't want to like focus on that stuff, but so I'll wrap it up. What is, and this is a real question.
Okay.
What's something you found out about me that you were like surprised about or like expected me to be totally different? If there is anything.
Without being, and it could be the same for me, right? You could think this about me. I guess you have more substance to you.
Than you expected?
Yeah.
Because I was a rapper.
Just like not knowing you at all from high school, thinking you were just some like super quiet kid. And I'm like, in my opinion, because I didn't talk to you, like this is some quiet kid. Like he must be super shy and closed. And like, what quality conversation is he going to offer to me? What are we going to have in common? So the fact that like we may have our differences in certain things, but I think overall, like, I don't know, you had more substance to you than I realized. Is that an okay answer? Do you want me to redo that?
New mugs, soon to come to the Specktators.com/gear.
Solo cups, I sell these out of my trunk. So,
And that's her job with benefits. This is going to be
always
nice.
a
I'm
need.
going to like this.
Always a need.
I'm going to like this.
Cool.
All
Me
right.
too.
So you
You're
were
not helping me out.
You were
with my
trying.
sound effects.
You were trying to do a little. You were trying to do a little
Nice.
research over here.
Thank you. You have to bring me back because you know I'm just like squirrel. Wow, I just looked at the light.
You're gonna love that over there. By the way, stick around. If we're losing you, stick around to the end.
Jesus, you think we're gonna be losing people from this? That's really sweet.
Moe-T being over here is reminding me. We've got a little
gonna hate me being on this.
some interesting info at the end of this podcast.
Why don't you just get it out there?
No, I'll
right
let you
now?
know.
You just want to talk about it. Go for it.
No, I don't. I want to wait.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to ruin it for you.
Gloria, you make me so mad.
Somebody asked if your favorite animal is still a squirrel. I don't even know what that means.
Me?
Yes.
Still a squirrel?
Yes.
I didn't know it was.
Ask Pack if his favorite animal is still a squirrel. It is from Addictive Flash Drive. I'm assuming it's a fan. And I mean, no disrespect to Addictive Flash Drive, but
Is that a band?
it's your fan.
Oh, that's the... Oh.
That is a question they have for you.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
Is that...
Okay, so you tweeted, Jesus. You tweeted something. I said, what should we talk about? And somebody said that. Somebody else said, which I really liked, is that do you get recognized? It said Joey Kid, which we've seen him before in Minneapolis and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, I told him to get spec stuff for Christmas, so I'll take
Yeah.
a cut in that.
Are we off that last question then?
I mean, I didn't know you liked squirrels.
Well, I just wanted to ask that person, is that a world tour or your squirrels tour?
I don't get it.
Okay, never mind. All right, on to the next one.
I don't get it. Somebody tell me.
We going bad to bad.
Somebody said Mowgli.
What about Mowgli?
They just want us to talk about Mowgli.
Well, that's an interesting thing
Why?
because I wasn't raised with a pet.
Yeah.
In fact, my dad is very anti-pet, very very anti-pets in the house.
Very pro petless lifestyle.
Yeah.
Petless. No pets.
So, as a kid, I was afraid of dogs. And I had a bunch of dogs on my street growing up, and I was always outside because I was obsessed with basketball, always shooting around in the driveway. And there were like dogs across the street that I remember. Mo can probably vouch for this. Like, there was one guy across the street that had like 4 dogs. One time, like, one of them just chased me literally all the way down the street
He
on my
smelled your
bike.
fear.
Yeah, exactly. I was terrified. And then another one behind us chased me into my house one time.
Oh my god.
The dog didn't come in, but I had to slam the door like behind
What
it.
kind of Cujo dogs were you around?
And then the kid across the street had a dog and had a big ass bite mark on his face from when his own dog bit him in the face. And so all this stuff just contributed to me having this phobia with dogs.
Sure.
Like when I would go to friends' houses, they'd always have to put the dog away. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But I did not push Mowgli on you.
No, and then as I got older though, it was like I still would never have been a pet person. Like I'd never envisioned having a dog in my future or whatever. But like if friends had dogs or dogs came over, like I'm cool with, they don't got to put them away or anything. Like I got over that. But then when you
Cute.
brought Mowgli around,
I
had to.
But that's not fair.
No,
Like,
you asked like it was.
I didn't. I remember how this went down because
I
was.
don't? Okay, square up then.
All right, okay. So I didn't start bringing Mowgli around. In fact, it was like I was finally settled in Grand Rapids, and I would come home, and obviously, like my parents lived here, whatever. You were here, and I was like, "You're gonna have to
It was before you. moved to Grand
No,
Rapids.
no, it wasn't because I was like, "You're gonna have to come to Grand Rapids more because I can't do this whole Mowgli stay at my parents and I come hang out with you. Like, you're gonna have to come to Grand Rapids more." And you're like, "I know it was so cute." You're like, "I know it's a 2-package deal," and
It's
then
just a package deal.
or package deal. Sorry, not one
Oh, shit.
package deal. You might as well.
Okay.
But you were like, "I know it's a package deal," and I never pushed that. Jesus, I never.
Those are
pushed-
some great pours, by the way. But continue.
All right, that's fine, but you messed up there.
Another one.
But you, I don't know, you were good with it, but I never pushed that on you. It wasn't like,
No, I know.
Mowgli's got to come here or else. It was like, you're going to start coming to Grand Rapids. We can't do this whole Mowgli goes somewhere else and I go somewhere else kind of thing when we visit.
Right, and you brought him over, and he just chilled on the couch, and like,
I was very good with boundaries.
yeah. But I got to know him, and it didn't take long for I was like, okay, this is a cool ass dog.
And then you'd like keep him for a couple of days.
and now like,
And now who's the background of your phone?
yeah, now I love him, and like So I wouldn't say I'm a pet guy now, but I'm a Mowgli guy. And
But that's me. That's me
but
in life.
I'm
Like, I'm not
also-
a like,
I'm
kid
also way
person.
cooler with other, like,
Yeah,
like
because
Dags, one of
of
my best
Mowgli.
friends has a dog that I'm like,
I guess
you
I
know,
shouldn't
I
say
don't have a
because of Mowgli.
problem with the dog. Like I'm cool. I love the dog. It's
But we
cool.
can agree that if Mowgli were like some other
Psycho
dogs,
dog?
yeah, like some other dogs you've been exposed to,
Yeah.
or some other dogs you've seen, that would not be an easy
No,
transition. Like Mowgli's a
he's a cool,
down-ass
chill
dog.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first time you brought him over though, you Benadrylled him up or something.
I went to Grand Rapids the other day, and it was like a new space. It was one of my best friend's houses, and she had just moved into a new place and 3 cats. So Mowgli, curious, and we had to just fucking Benny his ass up because it was just too much. But he was still fine. But he was fighting the Benadryl. It was one of those weird things where he was like super tired, but he was still wanting to hang out, and
Yeah.
well, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, do you have something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that little game for you.
What's that?
What's the word? Screw, marry, and kill. So my friends and I like to play this. In our past, we played it at work, which is really inappropriate over like email.
Yeah, you could get fired for that.
I said in my past, I don't do this. Check my emails at work. Thank you. I don't do this now.
Okay, check her emails.
Please don't check my emails though. Anyway, screw, marry, kill. I'm going to give you the choices, and then I want to talk about your choices and if they're wrong, what they should have been.
Are you setting me up here?
Possibly. Don't I always potentially set you up for something? That's how our relationship
Yeah, I've definitely
works.
been in a lot of loses.
That's fair.
And I'm not talking about my old Spanish teacher.
Lose fell. How did we not have classes together? I was probably in a more advanced Spanish.
I took AP Spanish.
I was gone by then.
That's true. But you weren't in more advanced Spanish classes because I would have had to been in the most advanced.
Oh, okay. Fair. We
I
just
was a
had different
dweeb.
ones. You were.
No.
I was cool. You weren't. Anyway, so Ariana Grande.
This is fuck, marry, kill?
You said I couldn't say that word.
That's right. I did say that. Screw, marry, kill.
Yeah, screw. So Ariana Grande,
Come on. We got kids watching this.
Rihanna, Kourtney Kardashian.
Ariana Grande, Rihanna, and Kourtney Kardashian?
Yep, that's who I chose. That's my first round.
You didn't give me any layups in there to kill then.
To kill, I already have an opinion about who I killed her off before I even said her
Okay.
name.
All right.
So
Hold on.
I'm already disappointed in you as a person.
Hold on.
Okay. Jeez, I knew this is gonna go bad.
None of them jump out to me for Mary. Although, okay. All right. I'll
Here's
go
where
with.
you're wrong.
Oh man, this is hard.
No, it isn't.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
All right. I'm gonna go with.
Are you going because you're scared of my aunt? Like
No,
my
I'm gonna give you
response?
an honest answer.
That's what I want.
I'm just trying to really think this through, so I don't
Do you want
regret
better
what I say.
people?
Well, I mean, you gave me those, so I'll go with those.
I
We can do
did.
another one. We can do another one.
That's
again.
my first round.
Okay.
And one of them is because you brought her up as being cute. And
Ariana
I have,
Grande.
yeah, and I have opinions
Yeah, you
about
haven't
that.
been able to let that go since.
Here's my problem with her, and I talked
I
about
didn't bring it up out of the blue. She was like a topic of conversation.
I don't like the baby doll outfits. Like, how can you be a 25-year-old woman and you dress like a literal baby doll? You are like predators. Come at me. I don't
She's
like
cute.
that. Yeah, for 10-year-olds, dress like you're 25. Don't
All right.
dress like you're an
See,
American
I'm
Girl
pissed
doll.
you said this though now because
Why?
I think she's cute, but I'm thinking about killing her. But now people.
I say kill her now.
But
Do
now
it.
people are gonna think I'm killing her just to please you, and that makes me not want to kill her then.
Keep her alive. See what it does.
So
for
I'm
you.
obviously not killing Rihanna. Like Rihanna.
No.
Rihanna's a dope.
Yes.
Rihanna's the dopest of the. So then that leaves Mary. Then that leaves Mary and Screw for her. And she definitely seems like the type that fits into the screw category.
Yes.
Like she seems like she's
we're
probably
on the same page.
She seems like she's probably a freak.
You want to fuck her for sure.
Yeah, she's probably a freak.
Marry Courtney.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Why?
Marry Courtney. Have you seen Scott trying to date that woman for however
No,
long?
she says no. She says no.
Exactly. She says no.
Because she has not found her Packy.
I do like me some Courtney. I think she's the
Yes,
finest.
I would be okay if you left me for Kourtney Kardashian.
I think Courtney's the finest.
Me too. Shout out my Calabasas.
Yeah, like she doesn't have all that fake
Are
shit.
Yeezy still cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're actually cool.
Well,
They're not just cool because they're Yeezys, but if they're actually cool, then they're cool.
Is it sad that I like them because of the Calabasas edition?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I like Kourtney she's the finest of the Kardashians.
And she's the most mommy. She's like an actual mom.
Yeah.
She could take care of you. You can't cook for yourself. She could cook for you. Think of Mary.
You put it in perspective.
Right.
I'm not thinking of Kourtney Kardashian. I'm not thinking wifey. But in this group of three, okay, I'll go with that.
That makes me so sad because I identify with her so much.
Yeah, she's been dating the same guy for like.
She hasn't dated him in
she's
forever.
stopped now, but how long did she date him before?
She dated a guy that was like 12 years younger than her.
How long did she date Scott?
I don't know, like 8 years.
Okay, 8 years. How many kids does she have by him?
3.
3, and they've never been married.
So what?
That's supposed to be the one I'm choosing to marry?
Because he's trash. So she has
Scott's
kids
a
with
man.
the
He's not
trash. Okay, the Lord is it's fine.
Okay, but in that group of 3, I'll go Kourtney, marry. I'll go Rihanna, fuck, and I'll go Ariana, kill, because even though I think she's fine,
She needs to find herself.
I think she's crazy.
Yeah.
Or she drives men crazy, to either one. Pete Davidson has gone off his rocker.
He looked crazy beforehand. He was, if anything, she did great things for him because who the fuck cared or knew who he was before her? The problem I have with her is her outfits. They are god awful. They are so baby doll, and it's just like, what kind of attention are you trying to attract? I'm very concerned for you. You might have daddy issues.
Maybe.
Deal. Me too, but like not like that.
Maybe.
Well.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay.
All right, same deal.
Okay.
Tom from Bird Box.
All of them. No, not Gil. That's bullshit because you know I like him.
We just watched that last night, and Glow just fucking
Got a
loved
hard
this
on
dude.
for him. Yeah.
I forget his name. I'll know it when you say it. But Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh fuck.
What's the actor's name? Chris?
No. Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie. That's what it is.
Damn.
Tom from Bird Box. Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
This isn't fair. This is literally like.
And Paul Rudd.
Oh my god. I hate you more than anything.
And you better answer correctly.
Can I not kill any of them and marry all 3 of them?
That's the wrong answer.
Oh.
Who are you going to kill?
Tom from Bird Box.
R.I.P. Tom.
Because that's
What, Tom? You just 24 hours ago, you loved this man. And
What
you're
it-
killing him now.
Okay, well if you would
But that's what he does best, isn't it?
Well, if you would have
He dies for the cause. Spoiler
again,
alert. Have you watched it? Sorry.
I know what it's like to be Matt.
Can you
now.
can you post edit a spoiler alert in here? My bad.
Okay, so anyway, if you would have let me finish, yes, 24 hours ago I was super into him, but that's a new love. It's not deeply rooted.
Jax from Sons of Anarchy and Paul Rudd are
Those are deeply
founded.
founded loves.
They
This
better
is
not be that deeply founded.
They are. Jax is obviously like you would totally want to marry him, but he is like, if you've ever seen Sons of Anarchy, almost the last scene when he gets back with that one girl and he is like, you know what I mean? Like he's going at it and there's that one Ed Sheeran song. Like I felt that. I would fuck him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So hard.
Yeah, I mean, if it's between Jax and Paul Rudd, obviously
I'm going to marry Paul Rudd.
I'm
I'm going to marry Paul Rudd.
That's obvious.
You know I love Paul Rudd. I've loved him since Clueless.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious.
But
I just didn't know you'd kill Tom. That's crazy.
You think I'd fuck Tom over Jax?
Maybe. I don't know.
No.
All right.
Not a chance. What was the right answer?
I mean, Paul Rudd is obviously Mary.
Yeah.
And then I thought the other two were a toss-up.
That's sad. You don't know me that well.
I actually thought you might go. I thought you might marry Tom based off last night.
Okay.
R.I.P. Paul Rudd.
Okay. I did like him. He was good with the kids.
You gonna watch that movie, Moe-T?
You should.
Okay, cool. Did you have more?
I didn't, but
Oh,
like
I thought you
I
said you
kind of
did.
want to. Just yours are very well thought out.
Well, if you randomly think of it, we can do it. All right, I have a question for you. It's along the lines of a relationship, but it doesn't have to, it doesn't necessarily just apply to our relationship and telling people about ours.
Okay.
Just, a general question.
Okay.
How do you feel about public displays of affection?
No. If it's natural,
Just
sure.
no? None of them?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Don't fucking hug me.
I think I've come around. to it.
That's because you found the right one.
One could argue that. That could be a reason.
That's what I'm arguing.
Sure. No, I think that if you asked me back when I was, first in my first adult relationship, I was with somebody that wasn't really big on PDA, and so that's kind of molded me that way. And I'm like for that. I think obviously if I want to kiss you, I want to kiss you in public. If I want to hold your hand, that's fine. But I'm not going to be over the top. That's just not how I do things.
That's the key. I think we're the same in that way.
Yeah.
I'm not ever gonna resist. If you want to kiss me in public, if you want to hold my hand in public, cool. When it goes to the tongue kissing and the fucking at the bar, whatever,
oh, that shit disgusts me.
Yeah.
I watched somebody do that the other night. I watched this couple and I was just like,
how long did you watch them?
I mean, a good 2 seconds, maybe 3, enough to be to my friends, be like, look at that. That's so terrible. But it's just so disgusting. It's so weird to me. I don't like it. And I get it. You're drunk, whatever, emotions on high, and you just want to apparently just shove your tongue down your partner's throat when you're in public in front of a lot of people. That's cool. That's not my first reaction. I find that a little. Are you finding something that you can use?
No.
Okay. That's just not that's not my jam.
I agree. I think that's an area where we determined early on we're very similar.
But I think that's also kind of shaped where we have been in our relationship, was where we're pretty public, if you will, we'll post pictures of us and with each other and things like that. But even our if you want to just delve into it and be super superficial and everything, even our captions aren't super lovey-dovey, you're the greatest part of my life and blah, blah, blah. It's hey, I really like this picture of me and he's in it. You know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just want to make sure you still feel like you're looking good.
Well, I'm looking at you, so.
You good? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I just took a picture of you.
Thank you. Why do you always take the worst pictures of me?
Is it good?
No, I look high, and I'm not.
Is your hair good?
Yeah, thank you.
So,
also,
if you're wondering why I'm sitting over here, it's because we were just getting ready to go check.
We determined that's Patrick's better
and,
angle.
And Glow needed to be on that side because it's her good side. Yeah. Which we could probably get into a deep discussion about good side and bad side, which I don't understand, and I could really gain some knowledge on. But I feel that's a boring topic.
Yeah, I don't want to educate you on that. Just trust me in the fact that he gave up his seat.
So I'm gonna move to another. Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Why?
What's the word? Chivalry. They say it's dead.
I thought it was compromise, but that's good too.
Compromise? What did I compromise on? I gave you what you wanted.
We decided this was my better
Fuck
side.
that. That's chivalry. Okay, I have a actual we've talked about this a lot.
Okay.
Early in our relationship. And I think it applies to a lot of people's relationships in 2018. It's actually an interesting topic for a podcast.
Okay.
So, how do you feel about liking pictures on Instagram, selfies, if girls post certain pics, how do you feel about how couples should interact?
I believe in the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated. So if you aren't down with that, and that makes you feel a certain insecure way, or that makes you feel questionable about that person, or what their intention upon that and I think it's pretty, I don't want to say sad, but I think it speaks to our generation and the fact that this is even a prevalent topic and things that we talk about. But I think if you are comfortable in that and your partner is, then that's your jam. That's what you do.
Right.
I personally also have been on the other, I don't want to say other end of that, but I know that certain people who maybe are I I don't know what the word is that people use where they like post something and it's like a
Thirsty?
yes. Is that thirst trap? Right? Yeah. So if you are that thirst trap and like maybe a guy who's in a relationship like likes that, I think you get off on that. Like you do that for the likes.
Sure.
And so you're going to like maybe dissect what could be an innocent like of the picture and you're going to like maybe read into it. And I think there's no easy answer to that. I think you and I have come to if you're going to talk about you and me, we've come to an understanding.
I meant like everything. Like
I just think like for my personal opinion, I'm sorry that like if there's going to be a guy and he's in a very committed relationship and he brings his girl around whatever and like he's over here like in these Instagram models that are literally like showing their ovaries and things like that. Like and you like that shit. Like are you unhappy at home?
Yeah.
Are you unhappy at home? The fact that like this girl that's never going to give you the time of day, you like that picture along with every other fucking creep. Like, I mean, does that give you satisfaction?
Yeah, it can be a complicated answer, but I think you kind of hit it on the head as far as like the first thing you said. You were like, you believe in the golden rule. And I think that's what it is because I do think every couple can be different. Like, like you and I are more, we put more emphasis on like each other's security and shit like that. So like, you know, I wouldn't want to see you out like in some other dudes like selfies all the time and shit like that.
I don't like that I like dick pics.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to do that either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So we place a lot of value in that. Whereas there are couples that have great relationships that they don't fucking mind that shit. And and neither one of them minds it. And they do that shit. And that's cool.
I question that neither one of them minds it. I just think maybe one is
that's more. That's fair. But as long as they both are at an understanding.
They're okay with it. That's not a problem.
That's what I mean. But yeah, I agree with you, and that's why we have come to the like conclusion that we came to is it's like
we jive.
Well, it's like if I were to go like some Instagram models like half naked picture, right? Mm-hmm. What is my motivation?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you get from that? You think, oh man, Becky raps like that. I'm gonna hit him up. I don't think so.
But even if she did. If that's my motivation, that's
a
bad motivation to have if you're in a relationship.
Exactly. So like what is
it?
What is the purpose of that?
Right.
Double tap.
That's what I mean. And so that's what like you and I
double tap.
You and I
Give
agree.
me one of those.
You and I agree on that shit. And but I do think it's like I've talked to other people about that shit, like some of my friends about that stuff. And it is interesting because I think not enough people actually think through to the end of it of
I don't think enough of these guys think about the fact that like, what about these guys who are fucking ripped and look super fucking good and they're like male models and your girl likes that. How are you going to feel about yourself with that keg you're holding on to?
I can relate.
I'm not talking about you because you and I are good.
No,
I'm not talking about you.
But it's not even that. It's just in general. Like you could be fucking ripped or whatever too. But it's like, why is my girl out here liking this other shit?
But they're gonna feel more maybe some type of way more than the girl's gonna express it because they're you know what I mean. So it's like golden rule. If that's how if you're cool with it, then like it up, do it. If you're not, like, and that's not to say that we can't appreciate a beautiful person when we see them. That's not what we're saying. We're not being blinded to the fact that Kourtney Kardashian's gorgeous.
See, this is that's my personal thing though. That's weird because like I totally get, especially someone that wants to like I want to have people like my stuff and get like popping on social media. That's good for my. That's good for me. That's good for my business and everything, right? One thing I don't understand though is like you said, I don't think there's anything wrong. Like okay, I think Kourtney Kardashian's fine, right?
Me too.
If I see a picture of her on Instagram, I think she's looking fine, and I liked it, you probably wouldn't like. Whatever. But here's my thing. Here's where I'm going to go with it.
I probably liked it as well.
But here's my thing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, right?
Yeah, no.
But my thing is, what do I get out of clicking like on that?
You just like a cool picture. Like if you were, and I think, and honestly, it could be the fact that they're a celebrity, right? Like that's what it could be. It could be the fact that like they're a celebrity, so it's okay to like it because that's their person.
And it is.
That's their image.
And that's what
if it were somebody you knew and they were a thirst, then it becomes they're a thirst trap. They're not marketing
it's two different conversations. It's two different conversations.
It is. That's just a whole. Yeah. You're just happy at home, right?
I am happy at home.
Good.
And by the way, this is in no means like a.
No, this isn't.
This is in no means a.
This isn't a Maury episode.
helping you in your relationship. We are the last people to do that. So,
yeah, we are. We are struggle bus with that.
Just so you know. All right. So I did have Well, did you have any other questions?
I keep thinking about like a fuck, marry, kill. I don't have anybody.
You
of
really like that, huh?
I mean, I just don't have anybody of quality that you came to the table with. That was a hard one for me.
Okay, let's do. Let's do the 1, 2, 3 game. So we'll start with like basic.
What's 1, 2, 3?
Like we'll say, okay, we'll start with you, and we'll be like, "What's your favorite color?" Don't say it, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we both say it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll go to me, and we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
And we'll start with like more surface level topics.
Okay.
And then we'll get to like some more whatever. And I'm just kind of spitballing here.
To see how well we know each other.
Yeah, and I'll let you think about it first. Like, okay, so we'll start with favorite color, right?
Okay.
So like, make sure you have yours in mind.
Oh, I think I know.
Okay. And all right, I think I know. So
I would hope so, because I hope I know.
I'll count. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we say it. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Well, you're drinking, so I want to. Ready?
Did you see me say no?
1, 2, 3. Purple.
Wait, that's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to say yours?
No, I'm guessing yours, and then now we're gonna do mine.
Oh, okay. I pay attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna need proper sound effects at the end of each of these. All right.
Okay.
Good or bad or indifferent.
Okay.
All right. My favorite color now. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yellow.
You're a little late on the sound effects. And that's a very long, drawn out applause. All right.
I'm so nervous. I'm like sweating.
I mean, yours is purple. I was a little nervous about you lovey the mustard.
Yeah.
Dijon
And olive.
and olive green as
do.
far as clothing goes.
I do.
But
I
in
enjoy it.
general-
And nail color.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's color.
But not mustard. I don't like mustard for my nails. That's weird.
All right. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light for a few.
Sure.
Let's do movie for you. Let me know when you got it.
I really have to go back and forth on this. This is hard. Okay, can we give them like shed a
Just
little
do
light? You know I'm
We
indecisive.
can shed light after.
Okay, fine. Okay, I got it. Whatever. Jesus.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Almost
Hocus
famous.
Pocus.
Famous.
Oh, I should have known that. Is Hocus Pocus right up there though?
No. I mean, yeah, for Halloween.
Bird Box.
We saw it one time.
Yeah,
Almost
I should've known
Famous?
Almost Famous. I should have known that.
Come on. I literally
I
wish
forgot.
I lived in that era.
I forgot.
For you now?
Yeah.
I don't want to play.
You should know this.
I don't.
All right, ready?
Oh my God.
Are you
No,
ready?
no.
Pick something.
It's a name I don't know. I know it's a movie. It's one of those stupid
Oh, you know it's a movie.
It's one of those stupid movies that, you know.
It's not a stupid movie.
Oh, God.
It's the best movie of all time.
Give me a hint. No.
I can't give you a hint.
Jesus. Okay.
You got something?
No.
This is riveting.
Okay, go. Okay, go. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Inglourious
Inglourious Basterds.
No, you watched me do that. Fuck you.
I knew it.
You cheating ass.
I totally knew that.
No.
I knew that too. And it's not stupid. I'm sorry.
Have you ever even seen it? all
Yeah,
way
the bear
through?
Jew. No, I've seen it
Yeah?
multiple times because I love Au revoir, Shoshana. I should know that.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Right? I just said
Killing
that.
Nazis.
No, I love that movie. I'm so God.
All right.
That was stupid. I thought it was going to be something like
We both messed the movie up then.
Sure. Okay. To be fair, that's hard. We like a lot of movies.
All right. Favorite sport. Start with you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Baseball.
All right. Me. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Basketball.
Nice. I thought she might go with football just because
You like football because of money.
of fantasy football. Like I watch so much football
Yeah.
and shit like that. But my favorite sport is basketball for
I
sure.
know that. I know that. Man.
Good shit. I'm
mad at the Inglourious Bastards shit.
I'm impressed with you there. It's even, you got your name in it a little bit.
The Bastards are the Inglourious.
Okay, let's do One more, like very just basic.
Okay, because I'm sweating a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah.
You got your all natural deodorant on that basically smells like body odor?
Cool. The premise behind that is the fact that I like all natural products. I don't want anything that's animal tested.
Your new shit actually smells good.
Thank you. It does. You like are smelling my skin so much in a not
That's your
creepy
lotion.
way. It's the same.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit is wow. Women,
Anyway.
I recommend it. What is it? Do you want to hype it, or do we need to wait?
Moomaroo.
Do we need to wait till I get paid?
It's from Target.
Yeah, they got to pay for this though.
Target has
Free
to pay for
advertising.
it? Anyway, it's Moomaroo something and Rose.
No one's ever gonna pay us to advertise now. They just get
Oh,
free
oh
advertising.
no, it's not. It's not from Target, and you can get it for $7.
TheSpectators.com/gear. Get your new mug today or tomorrow. We should have it up soon. All right.
Okay.
Favorite food. Start with you.
I don't know.
Let me know when you have one in mind.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sushi.
Hey! I almost said French fries.
I almost said buffalo chicken wrap.
Oh shit! From B-Dubs?
Yeah, which
Whatever, I
I'm
don't
totally
care.
on board with buffalo chicken wrap.
We're having that.
But
for New
B-Dubs
Year's.
is not the best buffalo
I be
chicken wrap.
liking it though, so I don't need your input.
The Mayfair is definitely
No,
better.
it's not quality. Have you seen their salads? That shit is whack.
Their salads. I'm talking about buffalo chicken wrap.
But like their salads are made very similar to their buffalo chicken wraps. It's like a little bit, it's like a whole bunch of terrible iceberg lettuce, some shredded cheese that's not even melted, and they put it in a very cold tortilla. It's disgusting.
You sound so high right now.
I wish.
That was one of the coldest takes I've ever heard.
Reno's was better.
Reno's is better than B-Dub.
False.
All right, my favorite food. Ready?
Nachos.
Damn, you're right too.
Ready? The simplest dish. 1, 2, 3, nachos. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You look like the kid with the apple.
What?
All right. All right. Most annoying trait.
I don't want to play this game. We're about to end our relationship.
Really? Damn, I didn't know it was that deep. Ready?
My most annoying trait?
What you think I'll say. Or what you think it is. And hopefully we agree. We can start with mine if you'd rather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
No. What's the most annoying? Okay.
Ready? Are we doing me or you?
I think both of ours is pretty annoying. Like, I think it's the same.
Who are we starting with?
Me.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Stubborn.
Can't just eat one thing.
I said stubborn.
Nah, I mean,
Indecisive?
I
that-
should have said indecisive.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Oh, yeah. I'll go with that. But that kind of goes along with
It
can't
does.
just eat one thing.
He has a serious problem about us going out to dinner, and I want to get like 4 different things.
Yeah.
AKA, I want you to get something, and I want to have some, but then I want.
And then an app, and then a, like, if you could have.
I like a choice.
If you could
I
have
like different.
a sampler platter at every meal,
Yeah.
a make your own sampler platter.
Yeah.
at
No
every
matter
meal
if it's
you would.
Indian or Thai or. It's fine.
But yeah, indecisive. I'll say that to
Do you
sum
think
it
my
up.
indecisive is more annoying than my stubbornness?
Yeah.
Cool.
I embrace that you're stubborn.
Thank you.
Your indecisiveness can be
It's super annoying.
it can be improved.
Oh my God, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could come up with an example off the top of my head right now, like a
I'll give you so many. So many of them.
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Because the
I didn't even
problem
know
is-
what questions to
And
ask.
see, I know
So
people can
like-
relate to this. Is like I can deal with like the obvious one is where do we get food, right? Okay, so and this is so cliche, but it's true. It's like
It's so true.
I ask you where you want to go. You say you don't care. I name a place.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go.
Yeah. What did we say
Like,
though? I'm
then-
indecisive
then-
with an opinion.
Which is the worst kind of indecisive.
Cool. That's nice. Matt?
I'm
What
glad
you got for me?
I'm glad you hit that one for me.
Yeah.
All right, what was the question? Worst trait?
I don't know for you because yours is
Most
pretty-
annoying trait.
Yours is pretty cute. That's true.
Really? Okay. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Always have
Farting.
to be right.
You're farting so cute though.
We went different areas with that one.
Yeah, I like
farting's
yours
cute?
better. I like yours better.
Fuck that.
I like yours
I don't
better.
want my
You do
farting to
always
be
have to be
cute.
right. That is so annoying.
I want
No,
my-
I will redo it.
I want my
Edit this
farting to
out.
be like
Edit
this.
this out. Edit this out.
Is that cute? Does that sound cute?
Edit it out. Edit it out. I like your answer better.
Always have to be right.
God, so annoying.
It's tough when you're always right. Like, it's tough to not have that annoying trait of always having
That's
to be
fair.
right.
How's that world that you live in by yourself?
All right.
Anyway.
I got a few more.
All right.
What would you name your firstborn?
Me?
Yeah.
Me. You
Yeah,
gotta
we're
think
starting
about
with
me.
you.
I just had this conversation.
You ready?
No, because I've got 3 top names. Is it a girl?
Yeah.
It's a girl.
That's the one I have in my head.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Lorelai.
Moon. With your hippie ass. That's never going to happen.
I said Lorelai. I said Lorelai.
And I said Lorelai Moon.
I like Moon. I love Moon. I think it's great.
I don't think so.
Do you know what we actually decided?
Who's we?
My friends and me at brunch this morning.
Are they putting seed in you?
Ophelia James.
James is a great middle name.
Ophelia is a great first name.
I like that song by the Lumineers.
I do too. Let's get into that later if we have
I don't
time.
like the character in Savages.
Why? She had 2 boyfriends. I like it.
She's a little slut.
She had 2 boyfriends. I don't mind it.
I don't like that for my daughter.
Okay. Anyway, what? Your turn.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
It's unisex.
1, 1, 2, 3. Casserole.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is my future.
And I hesitate to put that out there in a public forum because...
You don't want anyone to take it.
Right. So take that with a grain of salt. Give me credit where credit is due.
Matt, don't take casserole.
Casserole.
I know you guys wanted it, you and Aaron, but you can't have it.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right. I got 3 more.
Jeez, wow.
Another one.
This one is difficult, and maybe I shouldn't even do it because I don't even know if we have good ones, but I'm interested to see if you have something that comes to mind.
Okay.
Phrases that we say the most. If you don't have anything that comes to
I have
mind,
nothing.
we'll skip it because that's not even fun then.
What did you think mine was? Don't you feel?
No. What would I go with for you? Maybe, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Because that's all types of moods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next one.
Okay.
Last one.
Okrr.
I was wrong about 3.
Okrr would be me.
Yeah, but that's
true.
not you either. Okay. You go to the grocery store.
Avocados.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
You decide to buy me a treat. What do you get?
Ice cream.
Do you know how to play the game?
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Ice cream.
That's what I would have said anyways. All right, for you, ready? Do you know? You got one in mind?
I don't know.
I go to the grocery.
What do I even like?
I go to the grocery store. I decide to buy you a treat.
Okay.
Ready?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Cheesy
cheesecake.
popcorn.
Oh, you were on the right track.
No, cheesy popcorn.
You be loving the cheesecake.
Yeah, on occasion.
Well, how often you got the cheesy popcorn?
Also on occasion.
On a very rare occasion.
I'm healthier than Patrick. Let the record.
I mean, that's not hard to do.
Okay.
Okay. We don't have
How long is this podcast?
the time in front of us. When did we start this?
This is long.
Moe-T?
Do you want to know why it's the longest? It's because this is so natural.
Almost at an hour.
Wow.
Wow. Do we not like?
Who'd have thunk it? You don't think that's much?
I thought it would have been longer than that.
Oh, really? Yeah. I actually thought it would be shorter. That's what
Cool.
she said.
I did say that.
Okay. Do you have anything? Did you have any questions? Any topics? I know I've kind of been controlling the direction of the conversation. Do you have anything you wanted to get to that we haven't gotten to?
I guess it's all been tailored at me and like your profession, right? So how do you think I've done at explaining, like, what have I brought to the table as far as like supporting you in your profession? As far as like somebody mentioned, what is it like to have new fans follow, like Patrick's fans follow you and be like a part of my daily life, like on Twitter and on Instagram, and like they know my name and they've never met me. Like, how do you think I handle that with somebody who, and it's not that I don't appreciate it. I think it's really cool that you guys like take such an interest in him, that you care about me, which I'm a lot cooler, but they don't know that. But like, how do I handle that?
I appreciate the fact that it's all like real. And I guess the best way to describe that is I remember early on, like one of the first times I brought you out around my friends. I think I was in a volleyball league with Dags and Shelby and Bryson, and we had a couple friends there maybe. And I think Shelby just randomly decided to start talking to you and tell you something. Like, I don't even remember how she phrased it.
That was at Prime.
No, it was at volleyball. I remember, because it was, she decided to phrase it like, maybe you're right. Maybe it was Prime. I thought it was volleyball, but whatever. Thank
you for being wrong.
And I don't know how she exactly phrased it, but it was something along the lines of, you know, Packy has said he doesn't want, you know, some girl with, you know, thousands of Instagram followers and stuff like that, right? Someone that basically just places high value on that shit as opposed to other shit. And that wasn't you. And so I guess what I mean by real is, I think you've done a good job, and I've appreciated the fact that you do appreciate the fans and stuff like I do. Like they're real people, like they're cool people and shit. And it isn't just like to get, you know, let me get my numbers up and shit like that. It's not from that aspect. It's like you've met people, you've met some of the fans and stuff at my shows, and you and I talk about them and refer to them by name. Like, it's like that. It's actual personal relationships instead of just like, for lack of a better term, like clout chasing type shit.
Right.
And so I think that's the shit I appreciate most. And yeah, I think you've done a good job at it, and I don't see anything wrong with the way you've gone about any of that.
Represent to an extent.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take it to, I have one last, just because normally on the podcast, we like to touch on different music. You guys have gotten Mo and I's, like, if you listen to all these podcasts, you know the type of music Mo and I both like. You know, we just did it's pretty good. It's not bad for an hour in here. Cool. You know, kind of our favorite albums of the year and stuff like that. And I just wanted to get a quick question in on you on what was your favorite album this year?
That's not fair.
Seems like a pretty simple
favorite
question.
album. Here's the thing. Like, somebody asked me that. Like,
would you rather do
hip-hop.
song? I thought song would be tougher.
Somebody was like, I can't say like what my favorite album was because I listened to a lot of different albums, and I can't say that I like resonated with one more than the other. I think it's pretty important for people to know. It's because I think they're more thinking I'm going to talk about hip hop, and I think it's important for them to know that like I grew up listening to hip hop. Like, I am like that 90s hip hop, like underground, all that shit, and that I kind of strayed away from it because I found it to be garbage over the years, and that it wasn't until starting to date you again that I like got reintroduced to music that is like, I was obviously still aware and in touch, and I personally was always a Kanye fan, always a Drake fan, like things like that. But I think there were artists that if they weren't a little more mainstream, like I wasn't aware of, because I'm more of like the folky type and I'm more of the alternative type. Mm-hmm. And that might be something that people don't know about me. So like I would
guess so.
Huh?
I would guess
so. Yeah. Like, I think people would think like, oh yeah, no. And it's not the fact that I'm so new to hip hop. It's the fact that like mine's deeply rooted in the 90s. And so it's hard for me because it's all like super new. like the only person that I consistently listen to is Drake. So do I say Scorpion for the fact that it's just an artist I've grown up with? No. I like him. I love
It could be though.
It could be because today I listened to 8 out of 10 only because I was like delving into the social media and I was like, is Kiki really Kim?
She's obsessed with the Kardashians, by the way.
Okay,
so.
obsessed is like a really like strong word.
Addicted?
Whatever. Okay, whatever. But really,
whatever.
That was Chloe, but not Cardi B like people think. And but like, I listen to you.
That's right.
Can I be real
Best rapper of
though?
all time.
Straight up, like I listen to you.
So your favorite album of 2019 is going to be whatever I
with
drop.
a paint splatters.
19 is going to be whatever I drop.
Yeah.
Okay, just so we're clear.
My favorite song is "Beautiful Wonderful,"
which is not out yet, but she insists on talking about it all the time, which is cool to me. I appreciate it. But okay, so if you won't give a favorite album of this year,
because I can't say that I co-signed something strong enough.
I have a follow-up question to actually get you to answer that, because based on your answer, you should be able to give me a favorite album of all time. Because you said you go back to like the 90s and you came up on 90s hip hop and shit like that.
I can't. You know that. That's not fair. You know me and you know I love music so much. I grew up on music. I think you've
It's opposite of me.
So I was going to say, I think you've learned to grow.
Yeah.
I literally like grew up with parents who took me to Hootie and the Blowfish, who grew up on like Red Hot Chili Peppers, but also Tupac, like and Alanis Morissette.
And now you like Dave Matthews.
Dave Matthews Band.
You and me together can do anything, baby.
Right.
You and me together, yes, yes. Where do you go?
Okay.
Where are you going?
Okay. You are so mean to Dave. You're so mean.
Dave, yo.
I love John Mayer. Like, you
That's
know what
my
I mean?
40 plus swag.
Lumineers, John Mayer, Group Love. Like, I love so many bands. That's not fair. That's not fair. I can't answer that.
Okay, so both my questions you won't answer. All right.
I'm sorry because I am more like, I've just been exposed to music my entire fucking life.
That's fair. All right.
Let's talk about my dad though. And
Her
the fact that
dad is a G musician. Like he plays any instrument.
this is why my dad set me up for failure because I literally have been exposed to so much music.
He pisses me off when he comes to me to talk about music because he like knows I'm an artist and he's like, oh, let's talk about music. And I'm just like, dude, you're so much better. Like,
my dad plays like 6 different instruments.
Yeah, he's a G. He can
So
just go
good.
sit down and pick up any instrument and like play it.
And then he goes to his child, it's so easy. Let's just take a couple minutes and you'll pick up playing the guitar. I'm like, on what fucking planet am I going to be able to play the guitar?
It's the only person I've ever met and know that's like that is Knox. Like can just go play any instrument, like just musically inclined like that.
Yeah. My dad has these instruments that he plays. He plays everything from the bass to the electric to the acoustic to the accordion to the drums to like literally. I don't have that in me, but I was raised with somebody who puts music in high regards. So I unfortunately am copping out and cannot give you a favorite of anything because my mood is based on music.
I will say for the listeners to
sum me up.
Yeah,
I want you to sum me
as
up
far as your
music-wise.
I can't sum you up music-wise because you do like a lot of different stuff. But as far as you reference like your old school rap and stuff, and that's not to put it in a box.
Tribe.
But that's what I mean. Not to put it in a box, but if I had to sway you to one area or another, I would say West Coast, old school.
Yeah.
Snoop, Dre, Pac.
Yep.
Like that was
That's how my daddy raised me.
Yeah, like Guru, Tribe, like all that. But if I had to say an area where you lean, I would say West Coast.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
All right. So, first of all, good shit, Glow. You did good.
I did well.
Dual applause. To everybody out there, Happy New Year. From the Spec, I have some interesting news for you guys. Moe-T hinted at it on Twitter. We are revamping the podcast. I didn't really prep this, but I'll try to sum it up in the best way possible. Mo and I got together and we were just kind of thinking, we were appreciative of you guys for tuning in for a whole damn year. Like, this is episode 46, and to say we started at the beginning of this year and we're still doing it every week is really cool. And we want to keep doing it, but we also want to make improvements and try to make it into more of a thing than it is right now. Which is fine. That's how anything starts, right? Like when we always talk about, even on this podcast, we first started doing music and we even referenced like dorm room SoundCloud rappers and shit like that. Like, everybody starts from somewhere. And with this podcast, we're starting from ground level as well. And so we appreciate all you guys that tune in every week. But we also want to make sure we're giving you the best content we can. And Mo and I kind of sat down and thought, what's an area we can improve this podcast? And we thought that two brothers who basically up until a couple years ago spent just about every waking hour together, like we lived together and we were in business together. It can kind of be a little bit of an echo chamber in here of sorts. Like, we're not relating old stories to each other because we already know them. We have similar opinions on things because we've just grown up together. We've gone through life experiences together, all these things. And so we wanted to somehow make the podcast more entertaining, offer some different viewpoints, and not come across so... I don't think we come across in this way, but for lack of a better word, like preachy. Like, where we're just telling one way of thinking and one opinion, and that just kind of is what it is. Like, out of 46 episodes, I don't think Mo and I differed on too many opinions. That being said, I said we wanted to make it more entertaining. We want to have more fun with it, which I think will make you guys have more fun with it. So we decided to hit up our boys, Q and Dags, and ask them if they wanted to come aboard the podcast full time. They said yes. So they're going to be joining us every week. We're going to record every Monday evening. We're going to put the podcast out every Tuesday morning like we have been doing. The only difference is going to be Moe-T, out of his own free will, is taking somewhat of a back seat. He won't be on camera, but he's going to be in the room just like he was today, running the boards, doing everything behind the scenes. He will have a mic when we start, so he'll be able to pipe in when need be, give his thoughts. And Q and Dags will be here giving their thoughts. And I think it will provide just a more natural, fun, living room type atmosphere, which is kind of what we wanted in the first place. So we're really excited about that. We're doing some things behind the scenes to make sure that happens and comes together, but everything is on track to start that next week. So this is the last one-on-one podcast you'll see. And from here on out, it's going to be Spec and Scheme. It's going to be me and Dags and Q out here with Moe-T behind the boards.
Not that you guys didn't do a really great job. Like,
Thank you.
As somebody who, and whatever, like, I'm your girlfriend, so I listen every week. But I genuinely listened every week. I looked forward to, what was it? No, it wasn't Fridays at first. It
might have been.
No.
We made a few different days.
It was Mondays at first.
Was it?
Yeah, because you would do Monday and then you would do Monday night. You would do early Monday and then, OG. And then you would do Fridays. And then you would do Tuesdays. And for some reason, Tuesdays were so hard for me. I was like, oh, I forgot. Gotta listen.
Yeah.
But you guys, I like to just, I guess, bring that up. Like, I appreciate, like, you wanting the different perspective. But you guys did a really good job because even though, yes, you grew up together and you have similar beliefs, there was dialogue there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was definitely like something that I wanted to listen to every day. And
That's
I know
cool.
that your fans would too. So I think this is there's only going.
Yeah, and I mean, we just so you guys know, like, yes, this is, it's not like we're putting all our chips in this basket, and if this podcast takes off, like, that's what all our hopes and dreams are riding on. It's not like that. Like, this is a side hustle, just like music was when it started, and shit like that. But we did we talked to Dags and Q and made sure that they're on board to come here every Monday evening and record this shit and not take weeks off and get that shit out to you guys every Tuesday morning. And so
If they need to, I'll fill in.
yeah, I just want you guys to know that for all you guys that enjoy listening to this and look forward to it every week, we are thinking of you guys and we want you guys to keep enjoying it as you're enjoying it. And we want to only improve it for you guys. So I appreciate your feedback so far. Appreciate you keep tuning in and listening. And I think this shit's only going to get bigger and better in 2019. I'm really excited about what we have coming with the scheme, guys. So,
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Episode 46 in the books.
Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah.
This is literally what it's like to I don't know, be in a room with us.
Yeah,
You and me.
Except, yeah.
You and me, kid.
Cheers.
Mine's empty.
Oh, well. All right. Moe-T, you got an outro song for us?
Which one? Is it about me?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's going to be terrible.
It's gone off the drink. Happy New Year from the Spec. Thank you for tuning in for a whole year of the podcast.
Thanks for caring about me enough to want me to.
We have a whole better year ahead in 2019.
Don't say better.
It is going to be better. It is.
Okay.
We got albums coming.
But your year was good too.
We got albums coming. We got improved podcasts coming. And more.
Gone out the drink. Gone out the drink. Gone out the drink. Yeah. Gone out the drink. Gone out the drink. Gone out the drink. Yeah. Made it way too long. Spent my life trying to make it. Then I made it way too strong. Story of my life. Can't stop now. Bring another round. We need everything. If it ain't the money calling, you better let it rain. I've been committed to life with no limits, like riding a bike, handlebars in a business. My catalog looking like Guinness. I got the baddest broad in this. I wake up every morning like it's Christmas. Y'all wake up every morning, run to Twitter. I treat the studio like the kitchen, cause I cook it up and then I do the digits. Fuck a critic, we the littest. We'll never see you bitches at the finish.